Hey guys, this is Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Rising of the Shield Hero episode review for you guys.
2 times in a row this time.
We forgot episode 11, I believe. Um,
That's not always for.
yeah. But we're back to review Shield Hero. Um, Pretty much a summary of episode 11 because it was kind of bland. It just introduces Kyo's childhood friend, who's a green-haired girl, and she was kind of, I guess you can say, misguided in what she was about. She's thinking that Kyo's doing the right thing, but in real honesty, we know he's doing the wrong thing, and he almost, I guess you could say, possesses her with this sword that has like a mind of its own. Luckily, Kizuna, Naofumi, and the others prevent that from happening, and she realizes what's going on. And the thing is, at first, Naofumi wants to hurt, pretty much, kind of like, I guess you could say, kill her or beat her up. But Kizuna kind of takes more of the peaceful route and brings her back to her house and just talks with her like about Kyo, and we find more things about Kyo. And that kind of whole thing happened, and then we get the cliffhanger of that episode with the wave showing up because Kyo summoned it, and Lark and his group were summoned. This is what we get into the episode 12, which this is not the last episode of the season. This upcoming Wednesday will be the last episode of season 2, but the presentation of how it was formed for this episode, it felt like it was a season finale like episode.
Yep.
We start the episode off with pretty much getting parallels between Kyo's human life and Naofumi's human life. We know that Naofumi was kind of just a regular type of dude that, hey, for all his, things, he was actually treated better in his main world than he was when he first got to his new reincarnated life and everything. But with Kyo, let's just say he was your typical slob of a guy that I guess you could say got ostracized, and not a lot of people liked him to the point he ended up killing himself because he just felt like there was nothing left to live.
I guess that's how he got isekai'd.
Yeah. But when he got isekai, he saw that this was the world he always dreamed of wanting, and when people feel like they've been wronged by society, typically they go the route of doing things that would not, I guess you can say in a way, they try to get revenge on people and everything. And that's how it led to Kyo being the person he is and everything. Again, two similarly, somewhat type of lifestyles, like two neat characters that just enjoyed doing what they wanted to do. But because of the mental, verbal, and maybe even physical abuse that Kyo got, it ended up turning him into a monster. So it goes to show the dichotomies. It's a real life thing of, you always want to be careful with who you kind of mess with and who, you're kind of dealing with. And that's why bullying is obviously such a big topic, because you never know what the repercussion of said person bullying. You may not think that it has a huge impact, but who's to say that said person turns out to end up becoming very their mind is very warped, and they think that I'm going to get payback since these people did it to me, it's only fair I do it to them. And clearly that's when you get started into very bad people doing very bad things. But that's the whole thing and everything. So in the meantime, Lark and the others are fighting the waves and everything, and this is Kizuna's first time fighting the waves, for the first time, because she's never experienced it. She's only been in that labyrinth for like years, pretty much. Now Naofumi and the others, they're wondering, okay, what's going on, what's the thing? But we see the boat vassal hero show up, and he ends up going with them. Now we see Kyo's friend is with them, and Naofumi is not happy. He is pissed off at this girl, like to the point he's gonna be like beating her up pretty much. But luckily, thanks to the other girls, they calm him down. But Naofumi is not happy. He is pissed off. He hates this dude with a passion. And that's the whole thing of, oh, well, she's like, okay, yes, I was wrong. Kiyo's a wrong, bad dude. I can take you to his lab because he's the guy that forcing this from happening. And they pretty much find out that if we stop Kiyo, the waves also end at the same time. So they end up going to Kiyo's laboratory. And what is one of the first things we see that is just what the F, man?
Are, other girls being possessed by swords, basically?
Yeah, and I forgot to mention it was the same girls that were following that one blue-haired individual, and they were just so gun-ho of following this guy, and they were begging Kyo to fix him back to normal and everything. And he like makes them like some sort of half and half like creature looking things, and it's like, bro, what the hell, man? What the F? And it even gets even crazier with what we get revealed of what this mother effer did to that blue-haired individual.
Basically made a homunculus of him.
Yeah. Now he actually used the spirit of the mirror, I guess, vassal hero, and just put it in this dude's body, and he's pretty much a walking Frankenstein-like corpse.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird. And you see his followers, you see the dude's followers like, oh, master, you're back. And it's like, this guy is fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Yeah. Now the thing I will also say is that freaking Rob Talia takes out those 3 women, and she wastes no motion. And again, the gore is all here, bro. The gore is all here. She cuts them, blood splattered all over the place.
Yep.
So, yeah. Now, anyways, they tell Naofumi and Rishia, go on ahead. We'll take care of this guy and everything. So they end up going ahead. Rishia and Naofumi go ahead. They finally run into Kyo, and this is when we get a very crazy scene now. And Rob Talia and the others, they end up taking care of the dude and kind of putting him to rest, pretty much. So that's a good thing, and I guess the followers of his finally realize what the hell mistakes they've made. But with the Kyo and the Kyo stuff, it got really tense and really kind of just like, man, dark in his get up. Again, Kyo's taunting Naofumi, saying like, I did all this and everything, I took away all your things, I orchestrated this entire thing and stuff like that. And Naofumi, he just can't listen to this guy's voice no more. What does he do?
Yeah, he activates the hate shield and starts burning with rage. And Risha tries to calm him down, but now we get to see Naofumi's true feelings towards Risha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to use the said S word, but it goes to the point of this man saying, you're just doing this so you can get in another man's pants.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. I was like, my God. I'm like, this man, not for me, ain't holding back. Even though it is the rage monster of the rage shield ultimately forcing him to say that, it was still kind of like, damn, that's how he truly felt about freaking Rigia. It goes to show you how much and sick and tired of he is of just everything around him. Because other than his, he only truly sees Philo and Raftalia as his true ultimate friends. And he kind of sees nobody else as he sees everybody else as just like, just worthless people. We already know how much he feels about the worthless trio that is the wasted heroes in his world. But just to hear him say all that stuff, I was like, damn, I didn't know he felt like that.
Yeah.
I guess again, I don't really blame him. I guess, he was wronged. But the one thing that was interesting from Reishia's standpoint, she was like, well, I'm finally glad that you finally said all that stuff about me. Now I know how you truly feel about me, which I think you can say for her, I guess it gave her some relief for the fact that, okay, he just judged me, but I'm your friend now. and everything, and I want to be here to help you. Um, and in the meantime, Kyo seeing all this happen, he's just yucking it up. The moment Naofumi grabs Risha by the throat and starts choking her, he's just yucking up. He's having a laugh. He's like, "Oh, I hope you freaking kill her." Mind you, the reason why I don't sound too excited, I freaking just like got done puking like in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out. Wow. Yeah.
So
He mentioned that to me before, and now that he's doing the review, now he doesn't sound so motivated.
yeah, I don't. If I typically have upset stomach, I don't sound motivated. I did my My Hero Academia manga chapter review just recently. So if I don't sound motivated, trust me, I am. I enjoyed this episode. I loved this episode. I was very happy. I would be a lot more animated if I could, but I have to get like food in my stomach or something like that, for my stomach to at least quell. But yeah, that's the whole thing. But yeah, this man Kyo's yucking it up and everything. He's just having a good damn time. And it's getting to the point where he's just accepting the damn freaking rage shield, and he's going to use it, and he's just going to pretty much obliterate everything. But all of a sudden, who comes in to save the day?
The spirit of Ost.
Yes, Ost finally reappears and says, "I thought I told you didn't have to use that shield no more." And the spirit of Ost kind of, in a way, reassures Naofumi, and Raftalia and Philo show up to calm him down and say that they're at his side, like they are. And his shield transforms to that one tortoise shield that he got at the end of the tortoise arc, and frickin' Kyo's like, "What the hell? You weren't supposed to do this," and everything. And Naofumi is pretty much saying, "I hate guys like you, but the difference is I'm not going to go the way you want me to go." And you get pretty much a beam battle, a beam struggle, and pretty much Kyo's like, "You can never take me out. I will always freaking be inevitable, pretty much." He turns into pretty much like almost like a he grows like demonic like wings. He fires off a beam. Naofumi alongside Philo and Raftalia fire off the beam. In the meantime, you obviously have the main theme in the background playing and stuff like that. He overpowers Kyo, and in the meantime, Kyo's like, "I'll never pretty much die." So that's kind of it. We don't know if Kyo's dead, but it would not shock me to see that he somehow survives. He just feels like he's going to be that type of villain that just keeps coming back, and he's going to keep being a thorn in Naofumi's side.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, we'll see. Who's to say he might not come back? But the day is saved. The waves are gone for good. And it looks like they're going to be a huge celebration for the feat that happened. And mind you, I forgot to make the mention in last week's episode, or in episode 11, Kizuna finds out the truth about Naofumi and the whole vassal heroes and what happens, the fact that they have to kill each other. But Kizuna's like, "You guys have been my friends and everything. You guys treated me so nicely. I don't want to kill you guys. So I'm going to find a way to try to change it. Maybe find a way to where our worlds can be saved without having to kill each other." What are your thoughts on that?
I hope she succeeds, because I agree with her. I do not like it when they fight, because they seem to be good friends.
Yes. Another thing that was also funny is the fact that we also found out that we found out that what's his face was he's pretty much a prince, and everybody identifies him as young master. And I lost my damn mind every time Naofumi call him, "Oh, young master Sama," and he's like, "Stop calling me that, damn it.
Stop calling me that, lad."
And he's like, "Well then, stop calling me young lad then." I just love it how he keeps, even at the end, he pokes at him some more, and he's like, "Okay, young master, let's do this thing." And he's like, "Damn it, stop calling me that." So I think that's something that's gonna be an ongoing funny thing, but I definitely enjoyed that. They end up going back to their home world, or it looks like they're gonna have a huge celebration, but all of a sudden, since their mission is completed for Naofumi, they're pretty much being automatically transported back to their home world because their mission has been completed. and pretty much you get an emotional goodbye between Nafumi's party and Kizuna. And pretty much Kizuna's like, we'll always be friends no matter what, and I promise you I'll find a way so we don't have to fight and everything. And Nafumi, he gives a smile and everything. And it really did feel like Kizuna was a part of their party, to be honest, and I kind of wish she did go with them, but you know, it's a nice heartfelt, goodbye. So I have a feeling like we'll see Kizuna again in the future. But yeah, they go back to their home world and everything's resolved. Apparently the ways happened and the other three incompetent heroes, I guess, took care of it. They at least did something for their mishap in the Spirit Tortoise arc. We see that one dude, he did give a little smirk and a little smile to Rishia, so maybe he has a little bit more respect for her. But we'll see. And that's kind of where the episode ends off. They go back to their village, and that's kind of it. But next week is the last episode of season 2, and typically we might have a cliffhanger. I just feel like with the fact that we already know we're getting to season 3, we're probably going to be left off on a cliffhanger leading into season 3, with whatever the next story arc is. Because if you ask me, it felt like it would have been like a nice a nice ending to season 2 right here. But hey, we got one more damn episode we got to deal with. So yeah, overall, I think it ended up really damn nicely. The animation looked great. It was some of the best animation Shield Hero's gotten, and it did feel like a very climactic episode. It did feel like a season finale, and the fact that we still get one more episode, something messed up is probably going to happen, and we're going to be getting a cliffhanger at the end while we'll wait for the eventual season 3 to come. So yeah, but I enjoyed this episode. My favorite moment of this episode was probably the Rage Shield moment. Like, that shit was just crazy. I just enjoyed that moment the most.
My favorite moment was when Raftalia became the Katana hero.
Oh yeah, and she's the Katana hero, and she even goes in there. There was all speculation, I guess, that like, since she's a vassal hero in this world, does that mean she'll be able to go back with Naofumi to their world? But it seems like she can. The difference is she's a vassal hero now, so technically there's 5 vassal heroes in Naofumi's world now. The 3 incompetent heroes, Naofumi, and now Raftalia.
Mm-hmm.
Also the fact that Raftalia's not a slave no more either, so yeah. That's the whole thing. But solid episode. If this was the ending of season 2, cool. But we got one more episode we got to deal with, and we'll definitely get that out as fast as we can. Again, sorry for not getting the stuff out. We've been busy in our personal lives and stuff like that. So yeah, and realizing that when I have a job, it's a lot harder to record all these videos and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyways, guys, we're gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like in the comment section. Your thoughts on this week's Shield Hero episode, and stuff like that. Again, sorry if I don't sound ultimately too excited. Again, I just feel a little bit under the weather, but I still feel fine. So yeah, but that's kind of the thing that's what happens when you have an upset stomach, especially when it's in the middle of the night.
What did you eat yesterday? That's the question.
When I went to the movies, I had mozzarella sticks, obviously the popcorn, and then the ham. So I don't think something sit right in my something obviously didn't sit well in my stomach.
Yeah, especially with those combinations of foods.
Yeah, yeah, that's so, I don't think nothing felt right. So yeah, I'll talk to you more about it off screen. But anyways, guys, if you hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button to the channel, but not only to my channel, my co-host channel over here. He recently uploaded a video of one video of Fall Guys that we hope to do more videos of in the near future.
Speaking of, I'm gonna finally make thumbnails. So I'm gonna edit our thumbnail to make it look as animated and beautiful and as funny as it can be.
Yep. So if you want to hit the subscribe button, I'll leave a link in the description below to his channel, and you can check out our little thing of Fall Guys and stuff like that. We plan to try to do more. He plans to try to do more gaming content, mostly on free games that we both have at the same time. I know that Multiverses game, which is another Smash clone, is coming out soon. So we'll definitely be doing gameplay of that and everything. But for the time being, it's mostly going to be Fall Guys in terms of collaboration. It would be Strikers Charged if he had a legit Switch. But because he has a
Strikers
Switch,
charged.
or I mean Strikers Battle League.
I yeah. If any of you guys know how to if there is a way, if any of you guys know how to connect the Switch Lite to an OBS, please let me know because because I feel like there has to be a way, right?
There haven't been any ways that I would ask know of. You would just have to, I guess, look it up on the internet.
Mhm.
But yeah, if that happens, expect Strikers Club stuff from us. So yeah, but anyways, guys, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section. Again, what's your thoughts? Hit the subscribe button to both our channels. Leave a link in the description below. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your day or now watching this video. Until then, guys, stay safe out there. Peace.
Peace.